The Mindbuzz.
I'm pretty stoked about this one.
You know, it's changed a lot in the last few years. I mean, you mentioned that you're going to have a flat earther on. People say that's it. I'm unsubbing. You've lost your mind. What's wrong with you? That's what I said when people started suggesting flat Earth to me 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
But then once your listeners take the time to get their panties out of their snit and watch, then once you see, you can never turn back. So for those of you listening that haven't tuned out yet, I'm going to be offering the flat Earth red pill or the blue pill. The blue pill, you have to take it now and tune out right now. Because once you see the red pill, there's no looking back, and you're going to have to deal with flat Earth for the rest of your life.
You know that's the crazy thing, because I mean, with JFK, Bigfoot, 9/11, COVID-19 now, big pharma.
You're getting my interest now. Keep talking.
This is the last conspiracy that people want to talk about.
Absolutely. I did a podcast called Deep Into the Rabbit Hole, and it was about all of those things and more. And I didn't want to talk about flat Earth. Are you kidding me? Come on. I'm going to lose all my credibility for over the last few years. But then once you see it, it takes over.
I'm an outsider looking in. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I know nothing. I am open. I know nothing.
Well, you're ahead of everybody because you already know that you know nothing. Most people don't know that they don't know. So you're way ahead of the pack.
Oh, that's great then. That's great. My mind's open. We're all open. Tell me, first of all, tell me how you fell into this, and then just start from there.
I didn't fall in. I was dragged in kicking and screaming. and that's pretty much the case for everyone else. And when I finally got dragged in, I was like, that's it. I'm smart enough. I'm going to just put this to bed. I'm going to prove the globe and disprove flat Earth. And that's how you become a flat earther. Once you look at the globe model and see how utterly ridiculous it is, and then once you understand that what you've been led to believe the flat Earth model is insanity. Starting with the globe model, I was asked these questions and I didn't know. So I'm going to ask you 4 questions. How fast is the Earth spinning?
I have no
globe
clue.
model. Yeah, you have no clue, right?
No.
It's spinning though, right?
Yeah.
At the equator, it's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. In America, it's spinning at maybe 700 miles an hour. In Alaska, it's spinning at like 300 miles an hour, right? Because they're all making different size circles around an axis.
Right.
That's crazy in itself. Then we're orbiting the sun. Remember the big elliptical orbit they told us we're going in? And we speed up and slow down, and we speed up and slow down, right? But we're going an average of how fast? No idea, right?
Right.
66,600 miles an hour. Funny number, right? But 66,600 miles an hour is insanity. While we're spinning and elliptically orbiting, speeding up and speeding down, we're chasing the sun like a friggin' comet at 500,000 miles an hour. And if that's not bad enough, this entire system is moving sideways at 1.2 million miles per hour, give or take.
Right.
Okay. All of those motions are happening. But somehow, when we look up, the North Star never moves. If we go to the Georgia Guidestones, there's a little hole in the Georgia Guidestones. You look through it, the North Star is right there. It never moves. It's been up since 1981. And the North Star has never moved. With all of the corkscrewing through the universe, the North Star has never moved from this hole. How is that possible?
How is it?
It's impossible, right? But we're just told the explanation science gives is it's so far away that our movement doesn't even factor it, even over long periods of time, 40 years. Okay. That's ridiculous. You know, when you're driving down the road and you're looking at a tree and then a hill and then a mountain, the tree's moving faster than the mountain because of parallax, right? When you're moving, things change the way you see them, I don't know if that works with the camera.
Yeah.
But the things closer to move faster, all of the stars would change every day. Every night, the stars would be different, but they're not. You go out tonight, mark where the stars are in the sky. You go out a year from now, same night, same time, the stars are in the exact same position, even though we're billions of miles from where we were before.
Right. Yeah, because obviously we're moving, and that's what current science says.
Well, that's what they say.
Correct?
But in
Yeah.
fact, if you're flying in an airplane, you're dozing off, you've been sleeping for a couple hours, and then the pilot, 45 minutes from the airport starts to slowly descend. You wake up, you're like, whoa, we're descending, right? Even though, they're dropping maybe 100 feet a minute,
Yeah.
and which is really nothing. On the spinning ball Earth, you're dropping like miles a minute because of the spin. When you're watching the sunset, you're falling over backwards faster than the speed of sound. That's what's making the sunset, because you're going 1,000 miles an hour on the top of a ball, and that's what's making the sun appear to set, which is insanity.
Right.
So we have all of those crazy motions going on, and we have lakes that look like this. How is that possible? How is this possible with all of those motions?
The Mindbuzz.